So, today we're going to break down a financial blueprint called the Hybrid Wealth System. It's all about a specific two-step path designed to get you past just earning a living and into actually systematically building long-term wealth. Let's dig into how it's supposed to work. This quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. It speaks to that feeling of being stuck on a financial treadmill. It's not about working harder. It's about being caught in a system where your income just barely covers your expenses, and there's no real way to move forward. And that's the exact problem this hybrid wealth system can solve. So, how do you get off that hamster wheel? How do you actually break that cycle? Well, the strategy we're breaking down today offers a very specific, very structured answer to that question, and it all starts with changing the way you think about income itself. Okay, first, let's get really clear on what the problem is. According to this model, the real issue for a lot of people isn't necessarily a lack of income, it's the instability of that income, especially if you're an entrepreneur. And if you're an entrepreneur, you know this feeling all too well. Your income isn't a steady paycheck. It's a total roller coaster, right? This up and down makes it almost impossible to plan for the future, let alone build wealth. A good month gets totally eaten up by expenses, and one bad month, well, that can wipe out your savings. It's that constant volatility that this system tries to eliminate first. So, to fight back against all that chaos, the system lays out a structured blueprint. The core idea here is to replace all that financial guesswork with a predictable, step-by-step process you can actually follow. And here it is, the big idea in a nutshell. It's a two-phase strategy. Phase one is all about building a stable income engine, and it specifically points to the insurance industry for that. But here's the most important part, the pivot. Phase two is about taking the cash from that engine and immediately using it to buy assets. We're talking things like real estate that create their own income. And that's how you make the switch from an earn and spend cycle to a true wealth cycle. This two-step logic is really the foundation of the whole thing. First, you build the income machine through your active work. Then, you use that machine to fuel passive growth. So let's dig into phase one and see how this income foundation is supposed to be built. All right, so phase one. This is all about laying that solid groundwork. The system basically says, look, before you can even dream about long-term wealth, you've got to fix the income problem first. You need to make it predictable, and you need to make it consistent. And what's interesting is how specific this system is. It doesn't just say, go make more money. It doesn't suggest stocks or crypto or e-commerce. The designated starting point is property and casualty insurance. So the obvious question is, why that industry? Well, it all comes down to one word, stability. Unlike so many other businesses, insurance is a necessity. Think about it. Whether the economy's booming or in a recession, people have to have insurance for their cars and their homes. This creates consistent demand, and more importantly for this system, it creates a recurring commission structure. The goal here isn't a huge one-time payday. It's a predictable, reliable cash flow you can count on every single month. Okay, so once that income engine is up and running and it's spitting out consistent cash, the system transitions into its second and honestly, its most powerful phase, turning that active income into passive wealth. And this slide right here really lays out that big shift. You go from actively working for your commissions in the insurance business to having a portfolio of assets like real estate that passively pays you. The goal is no longer just earning money, it's about putting that money to work so it starts earning more money all on its own. And that's really the mindset shift at the heart of phase two. While most people see a bigger income as a way to upgrade their lifestyle, this approach frames income as a tool you use to multiply itself by acquiring more and more assets. This quote just spells it out perfectly. It's a direct pipeline. The cash flow from your agency isn't for lifestyle inflation, it's not for a bigger house or a fancier car. It is the capital you use to buy assets that produce their own independent cash flow. Every new property becomes another little income stream working for you. Okay, now this is where the rubber really meets the road. This is where serious discipline comes in. The system proposes a radical 70-30 split. That means channeling a whopping 70% of your income directly into new investments. You have to actively resist that temptation to upgrade your lifestyle as your income grows, and instead, you have to prioritize buying more assets. This is, without a doubt, the most difficult step to actually pull off. Trying to follow a plan this disciplined all on your own, it can feel pretty lonely. So the final piece of this puzzle isn't a financial tactic at all. It's a support structure, and it's designed to keep you on track when things get tough.
So what does that support look like? Well, beyond the initial trading modules, there are things like ongoing updates to help you navigate changes in the market, live Q&A sessions to solve problems, and maybe most importantly, a network of other people who are on the exact same journey. The whole idea is to combine the what to do with the how to stay motivated.
And really, the whole point of this support network is to fight that isolation and uncertainty we talked about at the very beginning. By providing that clarity and direction, the goal is to make this roadmap feel not just understandable, but actually achievable. And that brings us to the big question at the end of all this. The core idea of the hybrid wealth system is that financial progress isn't about luck or just working harder. It's about having the right system and the discipline to follow it. So the question to think about is, for anyone who feels stuck in that earn and spend cycle, could a structured two-phase blueprint just like this one be the key that's been missing all along?